to Crochet with Potter and Bloom.
Hi. Okay, I'm back. I've had a silly 5 minutes with Snapchat and a cup of coffee, so I'm feeling a bit brighter, a bit bubblier. I'm going to use this beautiful Rowan Soft Yak DK yarn that I said I would. And I've got a vintage Pam Dawson book. I don't know if you guys are aware of Pam Dawson. She was just the most incredible crochet lady. I mean, she even did crochet television programs for the BBC back in the 70s. So she's my hero. Anyway, it turns out that my Auntie Pauline knows her, went to school with her daughter. So, and she told me that yes, she was indeed incredible. I mean, I already knew that she was incredible because I have got some more of her vintage books. But yeah, whenever I can find a Pam Dawson book, I will grab it because I think she's incredible. I think I said incredible before, did I? Yes, I did. Anyway, so I am chaining 22. That's it, 22. Sorry, I can't even think or speak or do anything when I'm counting. So I am going to do a stitch. I've never done it before, so this could be a complete and utter nightmare. But it's in her book and it's called, I have this week made a skirt for a commission for a magazine, and it was a really nice stitch. It's a sedge stitch. Pam's actually got exactly the same stitch in her book, and she calls it a forget-me-not stitch, which is quite funny because I bet all these stitches have got loads of different names. So I was looking up about fabric stitches and so we go into the third chain, 1, 2, 3 with a DC, and what works well for fabric, because you want something that, you see what I'm doing? I'm doing 1 DC, 1 chain and 1 DC in the third chain from the hook. You want something that's quite dense, and you don't want anything that can be see-through, which is exactly what you want something that's quite dense means. But I mean, I think I'm just being a bit dense today. So in the third chain from your hook, work a 1 DC, 1 chain and 1 DC, which I've just done. You then miss your next chain, and then you do 1 DC, 1 chain, 1 DC in the next. I see where this is going. 1 DC, 1 chain, whoop, to resist the urge to wrap my yarn round. Miss a chain. I presume I'm doing that all the way. 1 DC, 1 chain, 1 DC. So yeah, I've had a really productive week, which, let me tell you, does not always happen. It certainly is not going to happen next week, because next week is half term. Yeah, half term. So yeah, I can't. I think maybe subconsciously I knew that I wasn't going to get anything done next week, so I've managed to get everything done this week, which is quite good. It leaves me a lot of free time for next week, which is nice because my husband also has the week off, so we can go out and do fun stuff together, or I can nag him to do stuff around the house, which is probably more like it, isn't it? Yeah, so it's been a really good week. And I had a cold, and then I had a sinus infection, and I just battled through. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, yes it does. So I've done 1DC, 1 chain and 1DC into every stitch along, and then there's 1 stitch remaining, can you see? And I thought that that was a bit weird, but Pam says you just do 1DC into that last stitch, so I haven't gone wrong, which is a bit of a relief. It looks like that. It's pretty already. So second row, 1 chain, 1DC, 1 chain and 1DC into the 1 chain space of the first group. So I see exactly where this is going. I think that's it there. It's just whether I can get my hook in the right hole. We had our cake and crochet, our first cake and crochet session. Have I got that in the right hole? Yeah, the next one's there. On Monday, so there was a room full of like 23 women, and did I do 1 chain? Yeah, a room of like 23 women, and every time I was saying you must make sure you get it in the right hole, the whole room erupted with cackles of laughter, as you can imagine. So 1DC, 1 chain, 1DC, 1DC, 1 chain, 1DC, 1DC, 1 chain, 1DC. I wonder what this is going to look like. I wonder if I'm getting it in the right hole. I am, if you follow me on Snapchat, you'll know that I am at the kitchen counter doing this video, and I am hunched over at an incredibly weird angle. I don't know why I'm standing like this, but oh, it's gonna do my back in. I'll feel it later, love. Yes, accents are not my strong point. So, get all the way to the end, and then what does she tell me to do? That is really pretty, isn't it? Ba 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 ba, to end. 1DC into the turning chain. Suppose it's that one there. And then 1DC. You just repeat it. What do you think? I think I like it. 1DC, 1 chain, 1DC. So yeah, I am currently being driven mad by road closures. I don't know what's going on around here, but they've closed the main road that our house is on, and they've closed it a bit further up the road, and basically it's the route to Betsy's school, so I have to go down this massive long detour just to take Betsy to school at the minute, which, as you can imagine, is don't know if I'm doing those in the right hole. Let me come back. Yeah, every single day I'm just being horrendously stressed by, oh yeah, I was in the right one. Sometimes, you know, you've got to really concentrate, and I tend not to. Everything's a bit sort of slappity dash with me. It's like, oh yeah, I just bung that in there. No, Emma, just look what you're doing and concentrate. So yeah, the only thing I would say about this stitch is it's a little bit tricky because you have to make sure you get your yarn into the 1 chain space. Okay, oh, and you're not doing trebles, you're doing doubles. This yarn, this lovely yaki yarn, oh, it's perfect. Perfect for this. I have to say I'm very impressed with it. It's got like a braided texture. And I've seen it before. I've never worked with it before. And so I'm quite surprised at how it swatches up. It's really nice. I love this stitch already. The only thing that I'm slightly unsure of is if I'm going in the right hole, because if I'm not, it's just going to look like a horrible mess, isn't it? It's not going to look like Pam's anyway. Pam's looks amazing. In fact, Pam's really looks amazing. I'm pretty sure that mine does not look anything like Pam's. So I'm going to have to go and have a word with her. And maybe practice this stitch a little bit more. And then 1DC in the turning chain. That's not the turning chain, Emma. Well, it's just a 1 chain turning chain. Oh heavens. It is so difficult to get your hook in. And to love. Right. Let's have a look. I'm thinking that because that's going in a curvy way, I have not done that right. And actually, I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong, it looks nice, but it doesn't look as nice as Pam's. So that's how you do a granite stitch. I'm going to work this swatch up a little bit more and perfect it, and then I'll add the pictures at the end of the video so that you can see what it looks like. So really all you're doing is 1DC, 1 chain and 1DC into every other stitch on your chain, and then on your second row you chain 1 and then you 1DC, 1 chain and 1DC into the 1DC space from the previous row. So really easy, even me, Emma, crochet professional, can't quite get the hang of it, but no, it looks good. I will make this swatch a little bit bigger, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Come and follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, which, you know, I'm incredibly funny on Snapchat. You really must come and follow me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.